Marcia Wieder here with Dream University. Ready to deal with your doubter? How about actually learning from your doubter? For many people, this is their favorite session, believe it or not, because our obstacles can get in the way, and I want to give you the tools and methodologies so that does not have to happen. I have spent 30 years of my life developing this doubt removal system, and it absolutely works. Because here's what I know. If you have not dealt with your own doubt and you meet another doubter on the road, their doubt will magnify yours. But if you've dealt with your own doubt and you meet another doubter on the road, by contrast, it becomes the opportunity to deepen your commitment and your conviction to your dream. When you develop the capacity to talk to anyone, anytime, any place, regardless of what they think or say about your dream, you're going to have a whole new set of muscles and capacity. And it's very important because I'll foreshadow something that's coming in video number 9. In order to master manifestation, you must master enrollment. Enrollment is your ability to share your vision, your dreams, your products or services with other people in a way that gets them to hire you, maybe even invest in you. And the obstacle called not enough money disappears when you master manifestation and you master the ability to share your vision without worrying about what other people think. Now, the voice of the doubter, it's interesting. People are like, well, I just want to ignore that. Well, if you ignore it, it becomes like a screaming child. It gets so loud that it's all that you can hear, or it becomes so soft that it will unconsciously sabotage your dreams. So if we turn the voice of the doubter down, it becomes the realist. And the realist wants to know, what's the plan? Where are you going to get the time and where are you going to get the money? But in the early days of dreaming, we don't want to be overly realistic too soon because that will squelch the passion. If you're overly realistic, looking in your checkbook for evidence of whether or not your dream is a good idea, you're going to compromise the dream down to what you realistically think is possible or based on how much money you have. But again, when you master enrollment, other people will help you. So the ability to hear from the doubter, before you turn it down to be the voice of the realist, let's hear from it, because your doubter will give you your list of obstacles. And here's what I know. Every obstacle is either an internal job, a limiting belief, which I'm going to talk about in the next session, or something that requires a strategy or a plan. And when you really get to see that the only thing that's stopping you from achieving your dream is some small belief that you don't even necessarily believe anymore, that's a game changer. So the doubter is not something to fear. It's the voice of prudence. It has insight and wisdom, but we want to put it in its appropriate place as part of your dream team. We don't want to put it as the visionary because it's going to have its doubts and fears and make you dream smaller. But it is a useful component when we're looking at what are some of the obstacles to be concerned about. And that's what I would like to ask you to do today. When you think about your dream, I invite you to open just for a short period of time to the voice of the doubter and see if you can come up with your list of obstacles specific to that dream. And once you write them out, I suggest bullet form. Go through and just intuitively put next to each one. Is it a belief? Or is it something that requires a strategy? And some people like to then add them up. Do you have more B's or more S's? Oh, look at that. B's and S's kind of give you a BS list. It doesn't mean it's not true. Obstacles are real, but sometimes the perception of them makes them much worse than they are. And the number one way that we sabotage our dreams is by projecting our fears and doubts into the dream. And we do it with 3 little words. But what if? But what if this is a bad idea? But what if I can't really make a living doing this? And then every time you move toward your dream, you're also moving toward your doubts. So we want to split out our dreams and our doubts. So please take a moment, write out your obstacles, and just take a look. Are they beliefs internally, something that you believe about yourself, life, or your dream? Or is it something that simply requires a strategy or plan? So in the next video, we're going to go into talking about your beliefs, very fundamental and critical to making your dreams come true. See you in the next video.